welcome to the channel. My name is Amanda and this is Birch and Lily. It is podcast week. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you if you're coming back for who knows how manyth time as well. It means a lot. But if you are new here, I record a sit-down podcast episode every second week talking about all of the knitting projects that I've been working on. Sometimes cross-stitch. It's been ages since I did some cross-stitch, but usually it's knitting projects that we're talking about here on this channel. So yeah, I will take you through all of the fun stuff I've been working on. We'll chat about it. You can see what I'm doing. You can tell me about your projects in the comments. It's real fun. I love doing it. So yeah, regular podcast episode today. Before we jump on in, there are a few places you can find me on the internet. My website is birchandlilyfiber.com. My Instagram is at birch.and.lily, and everything I talk about today, everywhere you can find me, it's all always linked down below in the description. So I'm wearing a finished object, so we might as well start there. I definitely did not dress up the outfit like I normally sometimes do. I'm wearing shorts and I just put this shirt on, so it's not that warm out today. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, do I have this on backwards? I think I have it right. I think it was right before. This is just normal. Anyways, I'm wearing my Brooklyn Raglan Lite. This is a pattern that just came out very recently, as in like last weekend, I think. This past weekend. 2 weekends ago. It came out recently from Tori. I test knit this pattern. It was so much fun to knit. There are a couple options for it. I'll talk about it a bit first and then I'll show you. So it's a fingering weight raglan. You can either knit it with short sleeves or long sleeves. And yeah, it was just a really, really fun knit. And for my size, at least the size I knit, I only used 2 skeins, which is pretty impressive. Wearing it now, I think I've gained a wee bit of weight since I applied for this test knit, which is interesting. I kind of think I should have knit a size 4. Who knows what's going on with my body, but it's fine. It's just maybe a little bit more fitted than I was thinking I wanted, but that's fine. So yeah, I knit the size 3 and that is about 42 inches. My measurements came out all correct. I knit everything to pattern. So let me show you. Can never see my face when we do this, so sorry about that. So yeah, I knit the size 3. It's got this really pretty curved hem to it and this beautiful texture on the sleeves. Like I said, it's a raglan. Yeah, I am very happy with how it turned out. It feels a little weird with these shorts on. I maybe shouldn't have put the shorts on because now I don't want to move back too far because they don't look great with it, but that's okay. I love this shirt. It's great. I enjoy knitting tees because they work out a little bit faster. I can still wear them in the winter because they're warmer, and yeah, they're wonderful. So it is, like I said, it's a little bit snug right in here, but that's my fault because I probably should have knit a size 4. It's what it is. Anyways, I love it. Otherwise, it's wonderful. What I might do is just reblock it and pull in here a little bit because I know I could likely get a little bit more movement out of there. I just blocked it to the sizes or the measurements rather in the pattern because this was a test knit, but yeah, very happy with it. This is knit out of Woolberry Fiber Co. in the colorway Conch. This is on, I think, the berry sock base. Yeah, I have 3 skeins of it kicking around. And I bound everything off with a tubular bind off. Very happy with it. It's so cute. And it's going to be a really nice fall, winter transition, spring, summer transition piece. So I love all of Tori's patterns. Very pleased. And that is all I have for finished objects. I have lots of new stuff today, so we might as well jump on in. Yeah, I'm excited to show you. So the 2 projects I showed you last episode that were both kind of just cast on have made immense amounts of progress. This one here first is my Warp and Weft raglan. It's in this bag. Oh know who it's by. But it's in this bag. And I am... okay. We talked about this last episode, so I won't get into it too much, but all of these are new colorways for an upcoming collection, so I'm not releasing the names yet because I don't want to give away my inspiration because I'm really proud of what I came up with. But I am not in the place to purchase bare yarn for a new collection, so it's not releasing yet. But these will be a part of said new collection, so I'm just not going to tell you the name. This is also a new base I'm testing out. I think I like it quite a lot. It is a worsted weight base. It's 100% superwash merino. And I really like how, first of all, it takes color when I dye it, but knitting up, I like how it feels. It feels very similar to my DK base, my Birch DK base, in softness, but it's just obviously a little bit thicker because it's worsted. So let's look at my warp and weft. Now, what I'm going to show you is actually the inside of the project, but I wanted to show this first because you knit this whole thing inside out. So I thought it'd be cool to show you the inside first, and then I'll flip it inside out and show you what the actual garment itself is going to look like. Warp and Weft, this is a test knit for Jessie Maed Designs. Here's the inside. You can kind of see the outside a little bit too. But it's just a 1x1 color work. I put on the collar. I found I don't like waiting until the end to do the collar. Like some patterns, like if the pattern doesn't start with the collar and it's something that you're supposed to pick up at the end, I like to do it after I've split this for the sleeves, just because I feel like it makes the piece look more finished, and I don't really like how stuff looks until it has its collar. So putting the collar in really helps me envision what I'm doing a little bit more. This is a size 4, and yeah, so there's the inside. Last time, I didn't even have a progress keeper on this because I think I had like an inch of knitting done. There was nothing done. So I have made a lot of progress, and I'm really proud of that. This is flat, well, it helps that it's worsted weight, but I think also just the patterning in it makes it really addictive. So it's been flying off the needles. Anyways, here's what it actually looks like. How beautiful is that? So it's made to look like it's woven, and then you've got these really striking raglans running down the sides and the bright color. The pattern is technically designed to be knit with spin cycle as this, like the lighter color, so that it has like that fading sort of spin cycle look. But partially I didn't want to pay for how much spin cycle this calls for. And I also just kind of wanted it to look more watercolory, and so that's what I came up with. So I obviously have split for the sleeves. I have like the teensiest little bit done after the sleeve split, but this is going to be quite cropped, and the sleeves are actually 3/4 length as well, so I honestly really don't have that much left, which is kind of cool. It's been so much fun. I did some color work on the wrong side, so like purling color work, that was interesting. Have I done that before? Oh yeah, duh, I did it on my heirloom quilt cardigan. But I did some more purling color work, so that was fun. Oh, I'm showing you the back of it. And yeah, I'm very pleased. I love how it's turning out. I love the colors I've chosen. I think they look good on me. I don't know. I'm just very pleased. So yeah, I'll keep working away on this. I'll put a progress keeper on it before I go downstairs. And this is due June, it's already past June, July 30th. So I have plenty of time to work on this still. Very pleased. Next project has totally stolen my heart, and I shouldn't be working on it yet because I have stuff that's due earlier than this, but I couldn't help myself. And the reason being, boucle. I didn't think boucle was for me. I wasn't so sure about it. But like the worsted base that I'm trying out for the warp and weft, I had ordered some boucle to try out just to see what I thought, because everyone's been so hyped up about it and I love it. I love it so much. It feels a little weird to knit with, but it's so soft once it's knit up that it's worth it. It kind of feels like cotton on my finger in a way. Not really. It's a 100% superwash merino, so it is like soft, but yeah, it just, I think because of how fluffy it is, it runs across your finger differently than like a normal skein of merino wool would. But yeah, it's been really fun to knit with. So I dyed up these colors for the Leith cardigan, which I'm testing for Rebecca Clow. Looks very Christmassy back here. I promise you it's not. This is like a deep mauvey pink. Obviously this is green, and then the white. If it ends up looking Christmassy when I'm done, I guess I'm just gonna have a Christmas sweater. This sweater is fun. It's kind of, in a way, it reminds me of the Tolsta tee I tested earlier this year, where there's like a base pattern, but then you can do whatever you want with it. And so I like that. I like that I have some guidance, but then I can do whatever I want and make it my own. And, oh, actually, here's the bag first. I have it in my Birch Grove. Nice big bag. Love this one. Here it is. It's quite smooshed on the needles. I'll maybe show you the middle without pushing it off the needles, just because that's where all the fun is happening. So, there it is. Look at how that boucle knits up. And it actually looks even better on camera than it does with my own eye, which doesn't happen very often. So, I'm doing intarsia, which is fun. I did the tiniest bit of intarsia on this heirloom quilt cardigan, but not to this sort of extent, so it's been really cool to figure that out. It's really easy, actually, shockingly, especially with this, because I'm only working with 2 colors ever at one time. Oh my gosh. So, my plan, so I'm working obviously from the bottom up with this. This will be like the 2 fronts here. And so then on this side, I want the sleeve to be solid pink. And on this side, I want the sleeve to be solid green, if that makes sense. So once I've worked up for the body and split the front and back and then reconnected it, and then I pick up for the sleeves will be opposite of what the stripes are on each side, which I think will be really fun. This progress keeper, where'd you go? I saw you on the screen. I saw you on my monitor. Where did you disappear to? There you are. This is from Hello Lavender. Just a little firefly jar. I'll move that up while I'm looking at it, actually, so we have accurate measurements for next episode. But yeah, like I said, should not be working on this because I have like a good month and a half left, where I have some other things that I only have like a month left for, but I just really wanted to work with the boucle, and it feels so cool. I love it. It's so squishy and soft and just very neat. So yeah, that is that. My Leith cardigan. I'm doing the size 4, I believe, for this one, and it's been really fun. But tonight I have to work on what I'm showing you next, because it is due next. Did I say at the beginning, welcome to the land of test knits? Because that's all I tend to do lately. But it's fun. I love it. I'm not complaining, but this is from Jenna Rose Handmade, and this is my Gaufrette Raglan. I think literally all the yarn I'm showing today, except for one, is from the collection that has been stalled. So again, I can't show you or tell you the names for this. I'm so sorry, but this is the yarn I'm using. I'm holding this double. So this is Berry. I did this last episode too. I don't know why. Woolberry Fiber Co. calls all their bases Berry something. And I decided then, okay, I'm going to call my bases Birch something, because that makes sense. Because then I don't have to think about naming it. And it can still just be like the basic something sock, something Surrey. but have my own little spin on it. So thank you, Woolberry Fiber Co. for that idea. But now, apparently, I keep calling stuff berry stuff, which is not my base. This is Birch sock. It's an 80% merino, 20% nylon, and this is Birch Surrey. It is, oh, I should know this, a combo of Surrey and silk. I think it's 74 and 26, 73 and 27, something like that. But more Surrey than silk. And yeah, I'm holding them double. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw this posted yesterday, and since then I've got a little bit of work done on one sleeve. I was stalling out on the body and just bored of knitting in the round, so I decided to cast on a sleeve and work on that, and I think that's worked. I made a good 3 or 4 inches of progress last night on a sleeve. Sorry, this is all tangled here. So I think that was what I needed, was just a break from stockinette in the round. And now I'm having fun again. But here it is. So I am knitting the size 4 for this as well. I think I'm knitting a size 4 for everything except for one project. Yes. So I'm knitting the size 4, and this pattern comes with what they call, or the designer, Celine Feyten. Did I say that? This is the Gaufrette Raglan by Celine Feyten, and she has 2 different, what she calls, views available in this. So either just like a real plain stockinette everything one, or this one here, which has this pearl detail on the sleeves and then this little pearl v-neck in the front. So that is what I'm knitting, is the view B. And so I'm split for sleeves. I've got a couple inches going on the body. Yeah, a couple inches. And then, like I said, last night I picked up for one sleeve and started working on that just to give myself a break from endless stockinette. So the whole sleeve is going to be that really pretty pearl stitch pattern. So tonight I will be working on this. What I've been doing is like working at least a couple hours on this a day and then treating myself to something else, whatever it may be. It's not that I'm not enjoying this. I don't know why I'm stalling out, actually, because I am enjoying it, but yeah. Maybe because I'm quite behind all the other testers. I have plenty of time to finish it. Why am I petting this? I don't know. I guess because it's soft and has Surrey in it. There are quite a few testers who have finished already. I still have plenty of time. But yeah, what do I have to say about this? Not much. It's just a good old Raglan sweater. Using my row counter for the sleeves, as I usually do, just so it's a little bit easier to count rounds on them without having to like click away on a row counter or something. That's my preferred method. And we'll move my progress keeper up. This is another one that I got recently from Hello Lavender. It came in a set of a whole bunch of different fruits, so this is the kiwi that I put on there. It's been a really fun knit, other than, like I said, stalling out, but all good. It happens. It's not the end of the world. The sleeves definitely helped. I think sometimes I just don't want to do endless stockinette in the round. Sometimes I love it, and that's what I need. And right now, apparently, I'm craving not endless stockinette in the round. So doing the sleeves still gets me further along in the knit, and then hopefully by the time I'm done the sleeves, I'll feel like doing the body. Or it's just going to end up being really cropped. Either will work. We'll see what happens. But that is that. And then, oh my gosh, I ordered this new bag a while ago, but it was shipping from Canada, and it arrived literally the day I recorded my last podcast episode, like right after I finished, of course, because I was hoping to show it on here. But it's here now. Look at this beautiful backpack from Songbird Handmade. Is this not stunning? This is all leather. I'm not sure if it's vegan leather or leather. And then the straps are like a canvas with leather inside. It's just beautifully made, which I had no doubt it would be, but I love it. It's wonderful, and it's the perfect size for this next project because it uses a decent amount of yarn. This is the Reste sweater from Lizzie Hester. which again is another test knit. And I'm using, for my main color, one skein, there we go. For my main color, I am holding, again, Birch Sock and Birch Surrey together. And then it's going to have stripes on it eventually when I get there. And let's see if I can grab them all at once. Almost. I am going to be using Cumulus from, oops, now I dropped one. I'm going to be using Cumulus from Fiber Spates, right? Fiber Spates, in these beautiful colors to make the stripes on it. So I'm sure you've seen the picture on the screen. I always put pictures on the screen, at least I try to remember, but these will be striped throughout the body. This, if you haven't tried Surrey before and you want to, like, just to hold it in a pair of socks or a hat or something, this stuff is so reasonably priced. Like, I think a ball of it is $8 US. Let's see how much is here. It's a 25-gram ball, so you get 164 yards, which is good. The Surrey I carry in my shop is a 50-gram ball, and you get 300 and something. I know all my bases, I just get on screen, and if it's not written down, I forget it. So, but there's 320 something yards in my Surrey, so that's great. 25, 164, so if you had 50 grams, it would be like 16 bucks. So, great price. Love how it feels, very soft. You're definitely going to get that halo if that's what you're looking for. And it has the exact same content as my Surrey. So 74% baby Surrey alpaca, 26% mulberry silk. So if you haven't tried Surrey, highly recommend this. I ordered this from Wool Warehouse. They have, like, I think every single color available. Their shipping's really fast, and I think they have free shipping in the US, if I remember correctly. So love this stuff. Anyways, I worked on this a little bit yesterday. I wanted to get the collar and all of the short rows done, and I did that. So I have this nice little donut, and now I'm going to be moving into all of the Raglan increases. So yeah, I am doing the size 6 for this pattern, and I did shorten the collar on it because I've learned a short neck, and if I knit like turtleneck length collars like patterns call for, I don't know if you know about the cartoon boobas. This is like so strange. But I had a little sister who, or I still have a little sister who's 7 years younger than me, and when she was a kid she watched a cartoon called Booba, and anytime I try to put on something with a really high neck, I feel like I look like a booba. So I asked Lizzie if I could shorten the collar on this because I just knew I'd be happier with that. So now it's going to sit like there-ish instead of there-ish. I'm much happier with it here. So yeah. Oh man, it's a strange cartoon. Would not recommend. Anyways, yeah, I have all of the short rows done on this now, so it is ready to go when I'm ready to get to it to just start doing the Raglan increases. I really wanted to get this to that point so that when I'm ready to pick it up, short rows are not my favorite thing in the world to do. So then when I'm ready to pick it up, I can just do some good in the round knitting and get that Raglan going and feel really happy about what I'm working on. So yeah, this is going to be coming soon-ish from Lizzie Hester. I think I have until October, end of September, something like that, to work on this, and I'm really excited to work on this. I just love how the Surrey's used. I love the length of it. It's a little bit longer of a knit or a garment, a pullover, and so I think it's going to be really cute with leggings, is kind of my thought. And yeah, I'm just really happy with it, and so happy with this backpack. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I have an everyday backpack that I use, but I highly considered switching over to this one. I didn't because The other one's just a little bit more practical to get into, like it doesn't have this clip and stuff on it. So this is much better for knitting, and I think it'll be great for travel knitting. It's really pretty. I don't know if Katie makes these very often, but she should. And I'm sure if you're interested in them, you could contact her and talk to her and see if she'd be willing to make you one. But they're really, really cute. I love them. Final project I have to show you is in a state. You're gonna say, what the heck? I cast it on, and then I needed the needles for something else. So I pulled them out, and I really didn't have much done anyway, so it's not the end of the world, but that's what I have. So should I even be showing this? No, but I thought it was kind of funny. I might as well just pull this out. This is supposed to be my Florencia, a pattern by Claudia Q or in collaboration with Unit Toronto. It was in, I think, the 14th issue of Lina magazine, and now Unit is running a knit along for this tee, and I have always had it on my radar, and when they invited me to be part of the knit along, I was like, yes please, I will do that. Oh dear, I have a knot. What have I done? Who knows? So yeah, I was like, I would love to be part of that. Now it ends at the end of this month. Do I think I'll finish in time? Probably not, but I still wanted to like cast on and join everyone and just have fun with it. So that's what I did. This here is from my shop. This colorway is Kindred Spirits. This is on, again, the Birch sock base. So this is what I'm gonna make my tea out of. You know, I thought I cleaned it up and then stuff keeps falling out. This is what I'm gonna make my tea out of, is my plan. Interestingly enough, I was reading the pattern because I was about to start it, and I did start it, and you start with both the sleeves, and it's a tee, so you knit like these little itty bitty sleeves, and then you cast on the body and attach the sleeves later, which is interesting. So I'll get this cast on again at some point. I think I need to order another needle in the size I need because I needed it for a test knit, and so I stole it. And now I don't have one for this. This really cute bag is from Knitting Nelly. It is a quilted bag. Yeah, so that's all I have for my Florencia, but I did want to talk about it because if you're interested in joining the knit along, I'll have all the information down below. It's really easy to enter. You just have to cast on and make a Ravelry project page and you're entered. So very easy. So what else do I have to talk about? Oh, I wanted to show this really quick. My dear friend Kim of Oakwood Knits, we collaborated on a sock pattern together. She designed this really cute sock pattern, and it has little balloons all over the legs, and it's just very sweet. And I forgot to show this last episode, and I was so disappointed in myself because she sent me the sweetest little gift to remember the Wonderful Things socks. And they're little balloons. These are from Apro Knits, and they're just so cute. And I wanted to show them off. But I love the thought she put into them. So it's a little memory of our collaboration together. So thank you, Kim. I think these are the cutest, and I will cherish them forever. And I should actually put, oh, what project do I want to put this on? It matches the colors on Warp and Weft quite nicely, so I'm going to put one of these pastel ones on there. Because let's be honest, I always forget to put Progress Keepers on these days, but since I have some here, we'll do that. There. So thank you, Kim. That was so very kind of you and made my day. I did want to also quickly update for those of you who watched my last episode, which was all of my dream knitting plans. I was asking for help finding a cardigan pattern to use with my Fia skeins because I am going to frog my Amara sweater. I'm not happy with it. I have no desire to pick it up, so I think I want a cardigan out of this because I love the yarn so much, and I found myself wearing cardigans a lot more lately. Now, a lot of people recommended to me the Calm Down cardigan by Lily Kate Makes. I am going back and forth between that and the Field Day cardigan from Ozetta. The only problem with the Lily Kate one is I'm kind of short on yarn for it. I could shorten it or I could knit. It has a lot of positive ease, so I could maybe knit a smaller size and just not have it have as much positive ease. So I need to think about that. So I'm not going to cast it on for a little while, but I'm kind of going back and forth between those two patterns. I thought also about the Cosmo cardigan by Simone Ryan. I forgot that the Cosmo sweater had a cardigan buddy, but that one has the exact same problem as the Calm Down cardigan. I'm a little bit short on yarn, and that one is a shorter cardigan as it is, so I wouldn't want to have to shorten it even more. But if you have any cardigan ideas for a like 40-inch bust, and I have 5 skeins of DK, they're all 274 yards, so that's what, like 1,400 yards? I don't have a calculator on me. If you have a cardigan idea, I think I want this to be a cardigan. So yeah, I wanted to update on that quickly just because I talked about that last episode. With that in mind, I don't know what I'm filming for next episode. I've been so bad at planning that sort of stuff lately, and it's like the last thing on my mind. So I'll figure that out. I used to like to record this week's episode and next week's episode at once, but the past couple episodes I've been talking so much that my throat just gives out by the time I'm like halfway through filming the second video. So I'll film that next week. That's fine. That gives me another week to figure everything out. But yeah, that is, I believe, all I have to talk about today. As always, let me know what you're working on down below in the comments. I love to hear that so much. And if you liked what you saw today, please subscribe and hit that like button because it helps the channel out a lot, gets my videos out to all sorts of new people on YouTube, and I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you next week. Bye!